Moving on from Freud, we are now going to talk about some Neo-Freudians. These are folks who came after Freud, agreed with him on the basics, but they proposed their own ideas and differed with him in some ways. And with Freud, we say his ideas were psychoanalytic. When we talk about these Neo-Freudians, we refer to their theories as psychodynamic, or these are psychodynamic theorists. That's kind of like your general broad term for the stuff that falls in this category of people who believe in the power of the unconscious, that a lot of your behavior could be controlled by factors that are not directly known to you, that sort of thing. All right, so the first one that we're going to talk about is Carl Jung. A lot of students want to say Jung, all right, but it's pronounced Jung. It might be slightly different than my pronunciation, but it's definitely a Y, what we would consider a Y sound in the front there. All right, so Carl Jung, he agreed with Freud that the unconscious was important, but he extended the work to talk about something called the collective unconscious. Collective is like shared. We share an unconscious as humanity, as human beings. A shared pool of memories and images common to all humans. You can probably guess that this one is definitely not scientific, definitely not based on scientific evidence. I mean, that's a criticism of Freud's stuff too. It was an interesting idea, got some people's attention, so it's not backed by evidence, but again, like Freud, it was influential. Now, we also have Alfred Adler. Adler is known for developing something called individual psychology or ego psychology. Ego means self. And one thing that Adler was known for was talking about the importance of people striving for superiority or overcoming inferiority. If you ever hear somebody being described as having an inferiority complex, we're tracing that back to Adler. So the idea is people are trying to overcome their feelings of inferiority or achieve a sense of superiority. And so there's a universal motivation to achieve superiority. That means that all of us have it. All of us have this motivation to achieve superiority, and each person's unique struggle with these feelings is the key to understanding their personality. And this also informed therapy. A lot of this early work with psychoanalytic, psychodynamic theory had a lot to do with developing therapies. All right, now we've got a woman, all right? In addition to Freud's daughter, Anna Freud, being an influential theorist herself, we also have Karen Horney. Now, folks, you know how my students want to pronounce that name, right? All right, it's not Horney. Please don't call her Karen Horney. That is Karen Horney. And as a woman, she did have a different perspective than Freud did about things like penis envy. Remember that one? She felt like it was more like power envy, not the penis itself, but the power given to the people who have one of those. But she also proposed that men experience womb envy. That, they get a little jealous that they cannot carry a child. So men experience jealousy due to the woman's role in nurturing and sustaining life through pregnancy, birthing, and lactation. Now, all of these ideas together, they were influential. They led to, this growing field of psychotherapy and also influencing psychology and our understanding of personality. Limitations in each one of them because of lacking that scientific evidence, of course. But just for my students, for my classes, just be familiar with these names. This is an introductory class. We're just becoming familiar with the big names and the basic concepts. All right, so that is the end of the psychoanalytic / psychodynamic approach. And the next one that we're going to move on to is the humanistic approach to understanding personality.